Did you take a big breath of sigh of relief after your student teaching was over, and does that free you up a little bit now?
Yeah, it's definitely nice to kind of not be split in two ways. Having to just really just focus on basketball now is definitely a relief. But I'm going to miss the kids a lot. And it was a great experience, student teaching, but it was definitely, I was spread a little thin, but it was really good.
Every student teacher has this welcome to the teaching profession moment. Did you have anything like that, and something that really sticks out?
Not really. I think it was just the whole experience, just being in full control of the classroom. Whenever I walk in the morning and knowing that, like, you're their teacher every day, and you're just like, holy cow, like, how am I in charge of 25 third graders?
Third graders.
But yeah, it was a great experience.
Is it herding cats apply at times for third graders?
Is it herding cats?
Yeah.
My teacher that I was with, my cooperating teacher, she said this is the best class that she's ever had.
Good.
And she was a great role model for classroom management. So it was really a great experience. And I might be in for a rude awakening whenever I have my own classroom, just because they were so good. But
right.
We'll see. So.
Okay, so you were talking to me before we started this and saying that your teaching plans may have to be delayed because you want to play overseas. Tell me about that.
Yeah, I really do. I've always kind of had that goal in mind as I go through, like, high school and college and stuff. So I think if I didn't try and really make that happen, I would be really disappointed in myself. So that's something that I really want to make happen. And I think if I want to make it happen, I got to, like, stick to it, and I really have to make that a priority for me. So yeah, I really want that to happen. Okay,
now I'm going to preface this part, Maddie, and tell you, and it will probably embarrass you, but in my 11 years, you're one of the most complete, best basketball players we've had here, okay? But I have to bring up something not so cool.
Yeah.
You've struggled the last two games, especially with the shots that we've seen you make in the past. So my question, my thought is, the student teaching, it's so stressful, it's such long days for you. Do you think it's affected you a little bit here first semester as far as a basketball player?
I don't. I think, honestly, for me, when I don't play well, it's all mental. And, I know that might have to do with student teaching, but I don't think student teaching was what made me not have a couple of good games.
Well, just to be clear here, when I'm talking about you not having a good game, I'm talking about you missing some shots. Now, all the other things, you're close to double figures in rebounds, and you have the assists and the steals and all of that, but it's just one area. So
yeah, I think it's just a mental thing for me. I can get in the gym and work on everything that I think I need to work on, but if my mind's not right, it doesn't even matter how much work I'm putting in. So I think really for me it's just, walking up into the gym thinking with confidence and just knowing, I'm going to put the ball in the hole. That's what Coach Kress, or Slominski, says all the time, just put the ball in the hole, Maddie, and that's what I need to think. So.
Well, I think you're going to have a tremendous second semester, and you've had a tremendous career here. But the one thing I tell everybody is that maybe people don't see how good you are because you don't get great big numbers in one of those areas. You're the only player in 11 years I've seen have a triple-double because your stats are so evenly dispersed. You're just a tremendous all-around player. I don't think people get that. I think you're going to be a Hall of Famer. I think you should be a Hall of Famer in 10 years. You have to wait 10 years. And I just think one of the best complete players I've ever seen. My question here is, how competitive are you? Because you also excel in that area, I think.
I would like to say that I'm very competitive. I think when it's like, you could probably see on the court, it's if it's between me and you after a ball, like, you're not going to get it. Kind of that kind of mentality, and I think that's what a lot of the girls on the team feel too, and that's what I think Coach Kress takes pride in when she's recruiting. That's the kind of people that she looks for, is people, that's my ball, not yours.
Right.
This is my game, this is my spot that you're not going to get to. It's things like that.
Sure.
So I think that's more how I'm competitive, and obviously I want to win the game too, but yeah.
Right. Would you mind telling the story again? You've told it on the air again, and you can keep it brief, but how you came to be at Jewell after your injury in high school?
Yeah, it's kind of brief now. I got hit in the face with a softball, and so I had to have surgery for that, and so that was kind of a setback for me too. And then after I got back for my junior season in high school, after that injury, I went and played soccer, and I tore my ACL. And so that kind of set me back even more. And not that my face injury was a really big setback, but just like mentally it was a setback.
Oh, absolutely.
And then, but yeah, Coach Crest and Coach Broughton were really recruiting me my junior year, and then I had a lot of other teams looking at me too, and after I tore my ACL, a lot of those teams kind of dropped out, but William Jewell really stuck with me, and I think what really made her want to stay was because she's had players in the past that have torn their ACLs and really have been great players, and she continues to recruit people that tear their ACLs, and you know, now that injury really isn't a really big setback because people are just coming back even better. So I think, I mean, she really puts her confidence in people, and she really goes after people that she thinks are going to be great for the program. So
senior year, has your role changed a lot? Has your approach to being a player and leadership changed?
I think a little bit. Not a ton though. I knew that after last season, she wanted me to get more shots, and so she told me, you know, in individual meetings at the end of the year that we're going to put you at the 2, you're not going to be the point guard, and that was kind of hard for me just because I identified myself so much with the point guard position. And
how so?
Just because, you know, when I think of myself as a player, I'm like, I'm a point guard.
Yeah, ball in your hands kind of thing.
And that's what I think of. And so whenever she told me, you know, like, you're not going to be that anymore, it was almost kind of like, I almost felt like it was a demotion. But it wasn't, and I needed to just accept that. You know, she's looking for how all these pieces are going to fit together the best way, and that's the best way that they're going to fit together. So after I kind of accepted that, you know, I'm still going to bring the ball up sometimes. I'm still going to be a leader on the court. I'm just going to, you know, get the pass rather than giving it away. So I think that was a big thing that changed for me this year. As far as leadership, you know, I don't think it's really changed. I think we have a lot of leaders on the team. I think we have a lot of girls that can step up and share positivity, you know, and I think that's what girls need most of the time, is just positive attitudes from people, and knowing that, you know, everybody out there's got their back. So I'm really excited about how well everybody's getting along and the chemistry that we have. But yeah, I think it's going to be great.
Well, let me say this again. I look sometimes out on the floor, not all the time, but a lot of the time. You're the smallest player out there. You're also, a lot of the time, the best rebounder out there. How does that work?
I think it just kind of goes back to what you said, you know, about being competitive. Sometimes it's really just about putting yourself in the right position, and who's going to work harder. Right. So I don't think
the ball is yours, is what you're saying.
Yeah. So, I mean, if you look at Christian, like, she's in there against, like, some huge girls, and she still rebounds over them, still boxes them out, and it's really just because she puts herself in the right position, and she most of the time works harder than them. So I think that's, I mean, what Coach Crest says too, or Slominski, what she says is, we might be smaller than them, but we will never be outworked, and I think that's what we always have to be thinking about. Okay,
some quick fire questions to end this, okay? Real quick. Best moment as a Jewell basketball player?
Oh my goodness. Oh gosh. I think everybody would say beating Drury at home, but honestly, I think one of the best moments is when we just beat Quincy and Truman. Probably one of my favorites is just that feeling that, like, we're 2-0 in the conference and we're going to be great this year. You know, just having that confidence. I think that was probably one of my favorites.
Best moment as a Jewell student?
Jeez, these are so hard.
And I told you I wouldn't put you on the spot.
Best moment as a Jewell student. My freshman year, we played hide and seek around campus, and it was just really fun. My freshman year, I was like, wow, this is going to be, college is fun.
How about the last one, coaching in your future?
Maybe. Yeah, maybe not for a while, but I could definitely see it.
You're right.
Yeah.
Well, I can see you having a great end of your career, and it's, as I said, it's been a joy to watch you, and I can't wait for these second semester games to come up because I think you're going to be dynamite.
Thank you.
Thanks, Maddie. And we'll be back with more in just a moment.